What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. I am Carly. If you are new here, welcome. I'm so happy to have you. If you're not new here, then thank you for coming back. I am really excited to have you guys. I know I've kind of been all over the place with YouTube, but I am trying to do my best to be back on here. If you have not, that would be my dog. She will do that every time. One second. She wants to go outside. But, if you have not been to my previous video, or if you are new here, I did just put out a video last week or a couple days ago about Malibu, about where I've been and just kind of the journey that I'm on now. And so I am just really excited to be back and just kind of have a different direction with my life, everything, my coaching, everything. So without further ado, I'm just going to take you guys through a really quick, not necessarily a meal prep, but just kind of like a food prep. If you do follow me on Instagram, you can find me at Carly Ann Miller, but I did go on my story last week and just kind of show my full-on Costco grocery haul. And so today, I just want to kind of show you how I prep for Casey and I in terms of getting food ready that can be easily accessible throughout the week, because I don't necessarily like portion out all of our meals, but I do like to have things that are ready to go. So I'm going to kind of go through what we have here. So we have over here is my crock pot. So what I'm going to do is I actually already trimmed and cut all of my chicken breasts. So I like to have my chicken breasts kind of trimmed and cut. I do buy the organic, the packs of, the 3 big pack from Costco. So I think there was about 14 chicken breasts. So what I do, I have about 10 of them right here. I'm gonna throw them in the crock pot. We keep them on a low. Our crock pot actually will cook them in about 3 to 4 hours on low. I find that when I cook it on low, it's just as a lot more, I hate the word, it's less dry. I hate the word moist, but it's less dry. So I feel like when you have it on high, yeah, it cooks a lot faster, but I just don't find that it holds the moisture as well. What we do like to do sometimes also is throw in some bone broth. Don't know if you guys can see this. This is just beef bone broth that you can get at Safeway. However, I do only have beef in the house right now, so I think I'm gonna just add a can of salsa, or half a thing of salsa. We love salsa. What I do is I put the chicken in the crock pot, put some of this in there, and then let it cook, and then I shred it up. It's really great to put over rice, to put over salads. We like to do, you can make tacos, you can literally do anything. The chicken's just already ready for you. So I'm gonna throw this in here because the whole point is to prep kind of with ya. But I'm not going to Malibu rain. I'll be there in a second. So I'm gonna keep moving and then I will come back to that. So just throw in the salsa, close it up. I already had some salsa in there because we had a leftover can. That'll just cook. I literally don't open it. I'll cut it up, or I'll just shred it up when it's done, throw it into a Tupperware. And then I have organic turkey free range turkey, 93.7. So we like to use this on literally so many different things. We will add it into, one sec, I have to let it out. Malibu rain. Sorry about that. She'll probably start to bark also. But we add this into pasta sauces. I like it into like stuffed peppers. You know the big peppers from Costco? I'll cut those in half. I didn't get them this time just because I do kind of like to try and think ahead in terms of what we're eating for the week. So I knew that this week, we've been traveling a lot, so I kind of need to have more food that's just like ready to go and not as intricate, if that makes sense. But it is great. Get the get the peppers from Costco, cut off the top, and just throw them into a boiling pot of water for like 3 minutes. And then what I like to do is take the ground turkey, add a little bit of rice if you want, some black beans, stuff it in there, and then if I'm dairy free, but you can add a little bit of cheese on top, and then I pop them into the oven for like 5 minutes on 350. That is amazing. But what I'll do, so right now you can kind of tell I'm just cooking bulk. So chicken is prepping. Ground turkey, I add pink Himalayan salt to everything. We do not use regular, like, I don't know if you can see that. We don't use regular salt. With my endometriosis, my water retention is really bad. And I've noticed a big difference with using pink salt versus table salt. So that's something you might want to look into. It's also better for you. The table salt is iodinized. And then I just add some basil into it. Casey really likes, this is just like a big thing of basil that we got at Costco. Casey really likes when I add garlic powder and onion powder. However, any of you that might maybe have like stomach issues, bloating, anything like that, garlic powder and onion powder sometimes actually cause that. So something that I have learned. Unfortunately, I do have a lot of gut issues, so yeah. So those are probably going to be our primary protein sources for the week. We also have eggs, and then I did buy the big frozen bags of salmon and cod. I do like to get my fish fresh, but this week, like I said, we just have a crazy week, so to have it already like portioned out, and I hate wasting, and so I don't want to like cook a big fillet, and then what we usually do is cook a big fillet, we each have a piece for dinner, and then we'd have it again the next day for lunch. But like I said, it's just it's not conducive for our schedule this week. I did get this week, it was actually a big debate on my Instagram story, which is kind of funny. Everybody was saying that all my produce was going to go bad because I have this bag, which you can tell I already broke into this morning. This guy, broccoli, cauliflower. I have a Costco size thing of spinach, a Costco size thing of asparagus, a Costco size thing of tomatoes, and then, two more like, what are they called? The half and half like spinach mix or whatever. So I went and looked through everything because I wanted to see like, okay, is this actually doable? And with everything, we even got a thing of blueberries. So all the fruits and vegetables that we got, I have 56 servings of fruits and vegetables, which you guys, we're supposed to have 11 servings of fruits and vegetables a day. And so if you divided that up, like that would get Casey and I through what? 2.5 days of fruits and vegetables. So that's not the case. This will probably last us a week, but we do use Phorm's OptiGreens because that has 11 servings of fruits and vegetables in it. So I was just absolutely shocked. I was like, oh my gosh, are we gonna be able to make it through all this food? And then to even look at it and say, or to find out that the fruits and vegetables I bought technically are 2.5 days, which is insane. I don't know if you guys can get that many vegetables in one day. Props, because I can't. So now what I'm gonna do while this veggie stuff is going is we are gonna have cauliflower rice this week. So I love cauliflower rice. I also bought frozen peas and frozen carrots, and so I'll add that in there. What I do when I do the cauliflower rice is I'll also fry a couple eggs. We'll add a little bit of sesame oil. I'll add some of the shredded chicken in there. One thing I also did is I did save 4 chicken breasts that are not gonna go in here because we do like to barbecue sometimes. So it's nice to kind of have options so you're not just like, well shit, it's all shredded, so I have to do that. So I did save 4 chicken breasts for that. But yes, anyways, with the cauliflower, you can buy it pre-riced. But I do have a food processor here. It is the 9-cup capacity. I've gotten asked that a few times. I swear I lift on occasion. Okay, so I am planning on making mostly cauliflower rice. I don't plan on roasting it. You can roast it. Throw some olive oil over it and roast it up. But I'm gonna make cauliflower rice tonight, actually. Let me know if you guys want the recipe to that. But I like to rice up a bunch of cauliflower, and then I actually will also rice up broccoli, and I will mix it in there because then we're getting our greens in with our cauliflower. So cauliflower, obviously, it's a great vegetable, but we do like to try and get as many greens as possible. Another thing I'm gonna start getting going. Again, this is kind of how my food prep goes in terms of just getting everything going at once. I don't like to take a lot of time, and like this can cook slowly. This I'll start to stir up in a minute, so I'm just kind of getting stuff ready. I'll put you guys on pause and then I'll come back and show you what's up. But right now we have, protein, vegetables. I don't worry about like my asparagus and all of that. It's washed. I already washed my blueberries, all of that. Spinach I usually throw into my smoothies, or I'll throw into an omelet in the morning, but I obviously don't like do anything extra in terms of prepping it. It's nice with this big bag of broccoli because the broccoli is already cut. We do have sweet potatoes. I love sweet potatoes. One thing I love to do is I will peel off the skin, and then I actually will dice them up. So I'll dice them up into like little cubes, and I throw them into the oven and bake them, and I actually throw them into the air fryer, and that's actually amazing. We love to have it. I'll put like paprika on it, and I'll add it to a salad. It's almost like a crouton kind of. Or I'll put like cinnamon on it and a little bit of stevia, and I'll have it with my eggs like it's a breakfast potato. Another thing I like to do is cut it in half, like the long way, and then I'll toast it. So I'll make sweet potato toast. You can throw some avocados on there. That is amazing. Also, you can put peanut butter on there. We use sweet potatoes and rice as our primary carb sources 100% of the time. So with my rice, I'll grab that I am almost out of my rice. We do have quinoa. Quinoa is another, yeah, I only have like half a cup. So literally just put half a cup in there. It's one to two, I think. So I'll do half a cup of rice, 1 cup of water. And just get that boiling. And since we don't have much left, I'm going to do the exact same after all this is done with my quinoa. So that will be our carb source. And yeah, it's really nice when you have it already ready in the fridge to go. Sometimes it's, I don't know about you guys, but for us, Casey's on the go, I'm on the go, and the only time we really have together is at dinner. And so when I love being in the kitchen, I love prepping, but when your life is a little bit hectic, you don't want to be spending, you know, an hour while he's like doing nothing kind of a thing. And he loves to cook as well, but I'm a little bit, not like OCD, but I just like to know what's in my food. So whenever he cooks for us, it kind of has to be like one of my free meals, I guess, because he just doesn't know what the hell a teaspoon is or a tablespoon. So love him to death. He makes epic food, and it's probably because there's a lot of flavor in it. But so I'm gonna cauliflower this stuff up, mix some of it, and then I'll be back with you guys in a second. Alright, so I think I am done with everything. I just want to quickly show you guys, we have that pound of ground turkey. We are going to be making cauliflower rice, so I have it all right here. And then I did rice up the broccoli, so I'll just add it in there. You can go ahead and throw it all in there if you want. One thing, make sure you don't fill your thing all the way to the top, like your food processor, just because it won't spin very well. I did make that mistake. And I do have my rice, which I will obviously be making quinoa because we don't have a ton of rice here. But yeah, that's everything. The chicken I will shred up later. Otherwise, a few tips for you guys. Definitely try and eat, we try and eat 5 to 6 meals a day. Creeper over here. With pee pad. We try and eat 5 to 6 meals a day. We eat every 3 to 4 hours, and we definitely make sure we try to have 20 to 30 grams of protein at each meal. By eating protein, it helps you stay in that anabolic state where you're burning fat and building muscle. And so it's just important to keep that. It's almost like a furnace. You want to keep it going. So that protein helps fuel that furnace. We do eat vegetables at every single meal. At least goals, we try to. That's why we have our OptiGreens. And then carbs. Casey does have carbs at every single meal. I definitely have them at almost every meal. Sometimes it'll be higher carbs because of vegetables. I do have like starchier carbs like rice and sweet potatoes pre and post workout. So if you guys ever have any questions, feel free to reach out. Oh, another thing I like to do is I do like to have a fattier breakfast. I have found that it definitely helps me stay fuller longer. So that's where I'll do like full eggs with avocado, make a big omelet, scramble in. You can you can throw in some of the ground turkey in there. But yes, that is a quick little overhaul of what I like to do early in the week to just kind of have our proteins and some of our vegetables and starches ready to go. So let me know what else you guys would like to see. I will do a full day of eating, I think, next for you guys. But otherwise, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Again, go ahead and follow me on Carly and Miller on social media or on Instagram. And I do post a lot of my meals and recipes on my story. So that's everything. Trying to get back into the groove of this, but I appreciate you guys. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more, and comment below, and feel free to reach out for anything. Talk to you guys later.